Bonjour Year 8 and welcome to lesson 7 of the summer term, and we're going to be looking at au centre de vacances, at the holiday village. As always, here's the list of equipment that you will need for today's lesson. You will need the exercise book that the school gave you, a pen and a ruler, your knowledge organiser for module 5, which is attached on class charts, which can be opened in a window ready, and also wordreference.com, the online dictionary for any vocabulary that you're unfamiliar with. And this can also be opened on a tab or a window on your computer. Pause to get everything ready now. Please do remember to email me with any questions on today's lesson and with photos of your fantastic work for an achievement point. And there is my email address. So pause to note that down and then press play to continue to the do now. As always, please write your date in the top right-hand corner of your paper. And today's Monday, the 4th of May, lundi le 4 mai. Also, write your title, On peut faire du vélo. You can go cycling. And underline both the date and title. And also write your objective, l'objectif, to say what one can do or cannot do at a holiday park. So pause to do that now. So for your do now activity, this should take about 5 minutes. I would like you to copy the 7 French verbs down in your book. Then I would like you to match them to the English, which is here, that actually matches them. I want you to write that in your book as well. I don't want you to write down the letters. I just want you to write the French with the correct English translation. Now, all these verbs are in the infinitive form, so they all end in ER, IR, or RE. And in English, infinitives are to do something. For example, to play, to eat, to do. Pause now to complete this activity and press play to get the answers. And here is the correction for you. So, aller is to go. Faire, to do. Numéro 3, jouer, to play. 4, manger, to eat. 5, voir, to see. 6, avoir, to have. 7, visiter, to visit. So make sure that all of your verbs have got their infinitive endings on there, their ER, IR or RE endings. And that in English, they all begin with to before the verb. Pause to check that now. And now I'm going to pass you to Mrs. Turner, who's going to teach you the rest of the lesson. Have a good lesson. Au revoir.
We'll begin by looking in detail at our key structure for the lesson, on peut plus infinitive. To say what one can or cannot do, we use this structure, on peut plus infinitive. Let's pick that apart. On means we or one in general. In English, it does sound quite formal to say one goes shopping, one goes swimming, one does this, one does that. In everyday conversation, we usually say you. For example, in school, you can wear a uniform, or at the cinema, you can see films. Peut. This means can or is able and comes from the verb pouvoir. You can finish off your structure with almost any infinitive. For example, you could use jouer to play. On peut jouer. You can play. Copy the grammar note neatly into your book. You have 5 minutes. Pause the video now. Activité 2. Copy and complete the sentences to practice using today's structure. On peut plus infinitive. For example, one can go to the restaurant. On peut aller au restaurant. So we're starting with on peut, and then for our infinitive to go, we're using aller. If you need help with your infinitives, you should use the do now that you have just completed. Remember, not all of the sentences are going to use aller. You may need to change and use a different infinitive. You have 10 minutes, so pause the video now. Let's check and see how you did. Numéro 1. On peut aller à la piscine. 2. On peut aller au cinéma. 3. On peut aller au centre commercial. 4. On peut faire de l'équitation. 5. On peut faire de la natation. 6. On peut faire du vélo. I'll just pause there to point out that sometimes in French, the verb faire, to do, is used where in English we would say to go. For example, we would say that we go horse riding or go swimming or go cycling. But in French, the verb faire, to do, is used. Let's carry on. 7. On peut jouer au tennis. 8. On peut jouer aux boules. 9. On peut visiter le musée. 10. On peut visiter les monuments. 11. On peut voir le beau paysage. Mark your work carefully. Listen to me reading the text and follow as I go along. So that you don't get lost, sections of the text will be highlighted to show which bit I'm reading. Bienvenue au centre de vacances, au clair de la lune. Au clair de la lune is the name of the holiday centre. Situé en pleine forêt, le centre au clair de la lune vous souhaite de très bonnes vacances chez nous. Nos appartements. Nos appartements à 4 lits ont un salon avec un coin cuisine, une salle de bain et 2 chambres. À votre disposition sur place. 3 restaurants. La crevette, spécialité de fruits de mer. Chez ma tante, cuisine de la région. Vite et bon, cuisine rapide qui plaît aux enfants. Le paradis aquatique tropical. Un sauna, une salle de jeu, plusieurs boutiques, un salon de beauté, un jacuzzi. Pour les actifs, un golf à 9 trous, 4 cours de tennis, la pêche sur lac, le tir à l'arc, un terrain de boules, la location de vélos, 2 circuits de jogging. Règlement. Il faut laisser votre voiture dans le parking à l'entrée du centre. Il faut surveiller les enfants de moins de 10 ans près de la piscine. Il ne faut pas faire de bruit après 23 heures. Il faut quitter votre appartement avant 11 heures le jour du départ. So this is an authentic text, meaning it actually comes from a real leaflet talking about this holiday park. Because it's an authentic text, it's going to contain quite a lot of vocabulary that you haven't seen before. I'm now going to run through some of the vocabulary that may be causing misunderstandings. Off we go. Bienvenue, welcome. Vous souhaite, wishes you. So this means that le Centre au clair de la lune wishes you a wonderful holiday with us. À votre disposition, available for your use. So this section is to tell you what facilities are available at the holiday park for you to use. Fruits de mer. You may remember this from our food topic last term. Fruits de mer, seafood. Qui plaît, which appeals to. So this restaurant, Vite et Bon, has food that appeals to enfants, kids. Une salle de jeu, a games room. La pêche, fishing. Le tir à l'arc, the word arc or arch is your clue, archery. La location, rental. Surveiller, to supervise. Bruit, noise. Note down this vocabulary in your book. You have 5 to 10 minutes, so pause the video now. You should now be feeling fairly familiar with the information on this leaflet. Read it again and answer the questions. You will see that I have colour-coded the questions to indicate where on the leaflet you might find the answer. Hopefully you'll find that helpful. You have 10 minutes, so pause the video now. Well done, Year 8. Let's go through your answers and see how you did. 1. En pleine forêt, in the middle of the forest. As long as you've included the word forest in your answer to say that the holiday park is in the forest, you may have 1 mark. 2. 4 things that were in each apartment were a living room, a kitchen, a bathroom, and 2 bedrooms. 1 mark for each item, so that's 4 marks. Number 3. The restaurant that I wanted you to write down as your response was chez ma tante, because cuisine de la région means regional food, food from that area. 4. The word that showed us that there were shops on site was boutique. And we actually use this word in English, boutique. 5. 7 activities for people who are quite active on holiday were golf, tennis, fishing, archery, boule, which is like a bowls game, which is traditional in France, cycling and jogging. Number 6. Children should be supervised when near the pool. If you just have by the word swimming pool as your answer, have 1 mark. If you also put the word near, because it says près de, near to, la piscine, then you can have 2 marks. Number 7, the time that you should have written down was 2300 hours on the 24-hour clock or 11 p.m. and you must include the word p.m. That's worth 1 mark. So check your answers and mark your work. Activité 6. Copy the questions and write your response using information from the text. It's here that I want you to show that you're able to use the structure of the day, which is on peut with an infinitive, and use it to talk about the information that you've read and understood in this leaflet. For example, est-ce qu'on peut jouer au tennis? Can one play tennis? Oui, on peut jouer au tennis. Or, oui, il y a 4 cours de tennis. There are 4 tennis courts. Remember, all est-ce que questions must be answered using oui, non, or ça dépend. It depends. So copy the questions and write your responses. Pause the video now. Now check your answers. There was the example. Est-ce qu'on peut jouer au tennis? Oui, on peut jouer au tennis. Number 1. Est-ce qu'on peut jouer au golf? Oui, on peut jouer au golf. You may also have answered, oui, il y a un golf à 9 trous. There is a 9-hole golf course. 2. Est-ce qu'on peut faire du vélo? Oui, on peut faire du vélo. Or, oui, il y a une location de vélo. 3. Est-ce qu'on peut aller à la pêche? Oui, on peut aller à la pêche. Or, oui, il y a un lac. 4. Est-ce qu'on peut voir des animaux? Non, on ne peut pas voir des animaux. Or possibly you'd have said pas mentionné. Notice that when we are saying what one cannot do, we use ne and pas, the negative structure that we're familiar with, and it surrounds the verb peut. On ne peut pas, and then your infinitive. 5. Est-ce qu'on peut manger le petit déjeuner dans l'appartement? Can you eat breakfast in your apartment? Oui, on peut manger le petit déjeuner dans l'appartement. Or you could say, oui, il y a une cuisine dans l'appartement. Yes, because there is a kitchen in the apartment. Well done, Year 8. If you have any time remaining in your hour, please spend it learning the vocabulary in the indicated section of your knowledge organiser. Today, that would be section 4 on the vocabulary page. Well done for all your hard work. See you next time.